This video is how to dramatically light an interview. I'm making this for a couple reasons. One, I make decisions quickly on set, and it's nice to go back and kind of decompress and look at the decisions you made and see how you can change them. And it's also to educate those that might not know much about lighting. I'm specifically going to be talking about a shoot I did in November. It was with, we were interviewing a bunch of cowboys. They are bull riding legends, and the motivation behind the lighting, which motivation is important, they were talking about a guy who had had a rough year last year. He was going through some difficult things and no one knew it. And so we wanted the whole vibe of the interviews to be more on the dramatic side and on the cooler side. Also, all the B-roll on this shoot was shot outside, and it was all overcast, which already gave it more of a colder feeling anyway. So I'll pull up a still from that shoot. I really like how this turned out. I hate using backlights. I don't know. I think it takes you out of the world. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I just don't like it. So instead, what I did to separate him was I lit the background. I didn't shine a light at him using a backlight. Normally, you would shine it at the back of the head to separate. I shot the light at the wall to add that separation. The goal here was to make it look like that window in the back is where the source of light was coming from that was illuminating his face. When in fact, that window is about 10 feet back. There's also some really great leading lines. This used to be a gate in this room. Those lines in the gate direct our eyes straight to his face, which works really well. I was really the DP on this shoot, but I'll pull up a video and picture that I took on my phone. There's 3 steps to how I attacked this. There was a key light, a negative fill, and then we had a warm accent in the back is what I called it. The key light is this cheap light from Amazon. I think it's called like a Mount Dog or something. This might have been $30. The temperature is like 6,000 Kelvin, so it's daylight. The negative fill, I don't mean to insult your intelligence, but as you can imagine, the negative fill's job is to get rid of any bounce from the room that the key light is putting out. So that negative fill is probably 2 feet away from his face. That gives a very contrasting light on his face. And you can see here that window in the background, it's way back. On that window outside, we put up some white tarp just to give it some diffusion from the sun. And that warm accent is just shot up, trying to match the angle of that door back there. I mean, that's really it. I have the similar setup right here just to show you an example. I have my key light right here. You can't see it, but my black, yep, there it is. I have my black sheet up for my negative fill, and then I'm using a practical light, which is this lamp behind me, and I added another light source, which is the RE lights down there. I think these are like 3,200 Kelvin, very warm. So I'll walk you through what the 2 lights are doing. This is just the backlight. You can see it kind of creating the silhouette with actually lighting the back of my head. And then we'll turn the key light on, and now this is the full image. Obviously you can't see the negative fill, but we have the light, we have our key light coming this way. The light gradient goes towards the back of my ear, and then we have these 2 lights to create that separation from the wall. You could definitely have more fun with this. We could get rid of those, and you could make like a blue and pink things if you were doing like music or an artist interview, or you could do that horrible dingy yellow looking light if it was a boring office or something boring. Orange, this orangish reddish, well, that on its own does not look good at all, but if we were to add in our backlight about right there, that's usable. I like that. So the point is, you have a lot of options with this setup. It's very, very simple. It's very beginner level, honestly, but it was very effective for what we wanted to do. Yeah, so things I would change, I probably would have color graded this a little less harsh looking back on it. I think I pushed the blacks a little too much. I would have brought some of that back to create just a little bit less contrast in the overall image. Yeah, but overall, I'm very happy with the decisions I made. I learned a lot on that one. Less is more. If you learned anything from this, let me know. Or if you have any critiques or any comments, please let me know down in the comments. I'd love to know what you think. That's it.